Their lavish way of living, significant power, and complex past mold not just Saudi Arabia, but also the worldwide scene. The heritage of the Saudi royal family goes back to the 18th century, when a significant event in Arabian history occurred. In 1744, Mohammed bin Saud, an influential tribal leader, established a strategic partnership with the religious reformer Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab, whose initiative aimed to cleanse Islam and revert it to what was regarded as its original, unchanged state. This coalition, fusing spiritual fervor with military strength, would serve as the impetus for establishing a dynasty that would influence not only the future of Arabia, but also have significant implications worldwide. The alliance between the Saudis and the Wahhabis, based on their common aim of promoting a strict interpretation of Islam, provided the House of Saud with both religious authority and military power. Throughout the years, this partnership resulted in the growth of their power across the Arabian Peninsula, as they seized control of vital areas and cities. What started as a modest state in Central Arabia evolved into an influential power, largely because of their skill in creating strategic alliances with diverse tribes. Although the Sauds are gaining power, their ascent to dominance faced several obstacles. The initial Saudi states experienced constant strain from outside powers, especially the Ottoman Empire, which aimed to maintain its dominance over the Arabian Peninsula. Moreover, competing regional factions and opposing tribes frequently hampered the Sauds' aspirations. Nevertheless, by combining military strength, diplomatic talks, and their ongoing partnership with the Wahhabis, the Sauds succeeded in overcoming these challenges and retaining their grip on authority. In 1924, following years of conflict and negotiations, Abdulaziz ibn Saud, the descendant of Mohammed bin Saud, managed to bring together the different tribes of the Arabian Peninsula under a single banner. His triumph was significant as he took control of the sacred cities of Mecca and Medina and officially founded the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in 1932. This signaled the start of a new age, with the House of Saud firmly in control and Saudi Arabia established as a powerful entity in the Middle East and beyond. Although the House of Saud has its beginnings firmly planted in religious partnerships and military victories, it was the oil discovery in the 1930s that significantly elevated their wealth, changing the trajectory of the kingdom's future and the royal family's prosperity. The finding of black gold in Saudi Arabia's eastern province initiated a change so significant that it would alter the global economy and geopolitical dynamics. In the early 1930s, the Standard Oil Company of California, SoCal, which later became Chevron, discovered large oil reserves in the Dammam area. This finding, among the most significant ever, transformed Saudi Arabia from a largely undeveloped desert realm into one of the richest countries globally. The finding of oil was not just an economic boon, it served as the basis on which the House of Saud built its renowned fortune. The establishment of Saudi Aramco, the country's oil corporation, was a direct outcome of this surge. Aramco would quickly develop into one of the most valuable companies globally, overseeing one of the largest confirmed oil reserves on the planet. The oil income that poured into Saudi Arabia throughout the 20th century fundamentally changed the nation. Guided by King Abdulaziz ibn Saud, the royal family utilized their control of the globe's most precious resource to establish an empire. With cutting-edge infrastructure and opulent palaces, the amassed wealth enabled the royal family to swiftly advance the nation, forming a contemporary kingdom like no other. This vast surge of wealth reinforced the House of Saud's status as one of the richest and most powerful families globally. Nonetheless, it was not solely oil extraction that ensured their wealth. The Saudi royal family skillfully expanded their wealth through establishing global partnerships, investing in foreign markets, and obtaining assets in diverse sectors. Their investment portfolio comprises extensive assets in luxury properties, international companies, and upscale enterprises, solidifying their reputation as premier investors. Assessments of the wealth of the Saudi royal family differ significantly. While some estimate it to be in the hundreds of billions, others believe it could surpass $1 trillion. Their wealth is diversified across numerous industries, rendering it so immense that outsiders find it nearly impossible to comprehend the true magnitude of their fortune. The richness of the Saudi royal family is gauged not only by their holdings, but also by the extravagant nature of their way of living, which constantly redefines what luxury means. Their extravagant residences, scattered worldwide, embody the pinnacle of luxury. In urban centers such as Riyadh, Jeddah, and other Saudi locations, their homes are magnificent, reflecting a blend of tradition and contemporary elegance. These regal residences are truly architectural wonders. Every room, every corridor, crafted to astonish and inspire. The grandeur of the palaces, intertwined with Arabian craftsmanship and global impact, renders these residences enviable, establishing an unmatched benchmark for luxury. One of the most recognizable is the Al Yamama Palace, located in Riyadh. As the main home of the royal family, this expansive estate is a stunning blend of classic Arabian architecture and modern elegance. It features vibrant, carefully crafted gardens, flowing fountains, and impressive courtyards that inspire awe at every turn. The interiors of the palace are just as opulent, showcasing an array of the finest materials and decor. Beyond Saudi Arabia, the royal family owns equally lavish residences in London, Paris, Geneva, and several other prominent cities. Certain residences are appraised at billions of dollars, highlighting the family's worldwide wealth and power. The royal family's preference for opulence includes their travel methods, as private jets and yachts are integral to their lavish way of living. One of their most remarkable purchases is an Airbus A380, transformed into a soaring palace. The plane includes private sleeping quarters, a concert venue, and an opulent office space, transforming it into a traveling symbol of opulence and prestige. Their fleet of jets frequently travels across the world, ferrying the royals among their various residences with unmatched comfort and convenience. The excessiveness does not stop there. The Saudi royals engage with the most unique and exotic animals, such as white tigers, cheetahs, and falcons, living representations of status and affluence. Their enthusiasm for fine art, valuable gems, and custom-made items is limitless, with collections that showcase an appreciation for both uniqueness and worth, frequently breaking records at auctions. Although this unique way of life characterizes luxury, it prompts important inquiries. Critics frequently emphasize the glaring disparity between the royal family's extravagant expenditures and the daily hardships faced by numerous regular citizens in Saudi Arabia, underscoring the inequalities present within the kingdom. This duality creates a complex and occasionally contentious story regarding the lavish lifestyle of the House of Saud. The political influence of the Saudi royal family reaches well beyond their significant wealth, establishing them as major actors in international geopolitics. Saudi Arabia, governed by the Al Saud family, exerts significant influence not only in the Arabian Peninsula, but also throughout the entire Middle East and even worldwide. The royal family's impact molds the area's economic, social, and diplomatic environments, establishing them as key players in global politics. Central to this influence is King Salman bin Abdulaziz, the reigning monarch, who took the throne in 2015 after the death of his half-brother, King Abdullah. Under King Salman's leadership, Saudi Arabia's foreign policy has undergone ongoing evolution, establishing its position as a key player in the Middle East. During his rule, Saudi Arabia has preserved robust relationships with international powers, leveraging its economic influence to bolster its political aims. King Salman has played a vital role in enhancing Saudi Arabia's strategic partnerships, especially in security and defense, where the nation has established itself as an essential ally to the West, notably the United States. Standing next to King Salman is his son, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, who has quickly become one of the most influential personalities in both the family and the kingdom. His ascent to leadership has indicated a pivotal change in both national and global policies. Renowned for his Bold Vision 2030 plan, MBS has established an extensive strategy to lessen Saudi Arabia's reliance on oil, diversify the economy, and encourage social change. A central aim of this vision is to transform Saudi society, enhancing women's roles and establishing modern infrastructures, like new cities and technology centers, to establish the nation as a global frontrunner in innovation. On the global front, Saudi Arabia has made significant moves in transforming its international relations. One of the most significant aspects is that the normalization of diplomatic relations with Israel represented a historic change in Middle Eastern politics, indicating a new period of collaboration in the region. Moreover, MBS has worked to repair relations with Iran, indicating a change towards regional diplomacy, emphasizing the family's role in shaping the future of Middle Eastern connections and harmony. Although the Saudi royal family is frequently linked to immense wealth and a lavish lifestyle, it is important to acknowledge that they also dedicate a considerable amount of their resources to charitable endeavors. The King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, founded by King Salman bin Abdulaziz, serves as a notable illustration of their philanthropic efforts. This organization is committed to delivering essential support, such as food, medical supplies, and disaster aid, to numerous countries in need. The charitable efforts of the royal family extend across continents, impacting the lives of millions, particularly in areas affected by conflict or natural disasters. In addition to the urgent relief initiatives, the royal family also backs long-term projects, including educational programs, healthcare improvements, and poverty reduction. These actions demonstrate a wider dedication to global humanitarianism. Yet critics have noted that these charitable acts may be deliberately timed to mitigate the backlash aimed at their lavish lifestyle. Some contend that even with their considerable charitable contributions, the royal family's overall donations do not fully reflect the magnitude of their immense wealth. Nonetheless, their actions have surely created a significant effect, offering crucial assistance to nations in urgent need. Alongside their philanthropic efforts, the Saudi royal family has established an international investment network spanning multiple sectors. Real estate assets in major cities such as New York, London, and Paris have solidified their status in some of the globe's most profitable markets. The royal family's financial ventures encompass more than just real estate, reaching into industries like entertainment, technology, and sports. By purchasing shares in international Hollywood studios, they have placed themselves at the leading edge of the worldwide entertainment sector, thereby increasing their impact. Additionally, their participation in sports franchises, especially in football and Formula One, demonstrates their strategic diversification. These investments not only enhance their wealth, but also increase Saudi Arabia's cultural and economic influence worldwide. By engaging in these enterprises, the royal family is ensuring its financial stability, while also reinforcing its role as significant participants in international markets. The tale of the Saudi royal family's transition from a tribal dynasty to a trillionaire empire is one of unparalleled wealth, authority, and sway. Their authority over one of the planet's most precious resources, oil, has enabled them to accumulate an unimaginable fortune. However, this wealth is accompanied by a complicated legacy, characterized by both praise and dispute. As the globe observes the advancements of Vision 2030, the Saudi royal family's upcoming phase will probably include a combination of increased investment in international markets, domestic social reforms, and ongoing political tactics on the global front. As benefactors or political titans, the influence of the Saudi royal family will certainly persist in shaping the world for future generations.